Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. So, Cancer, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with during this time frame. My readings go out about 2 weeks, but time is malleable, so it may resonate past, present, or future for some of you. The person you might be dealing with can be intimate or platonic, so keep an open mind and take it as it resonates, okay? So, Cancer, let's see what the overall shared energy is here for Cancer. So you have Piscean energy. Some of you could be connecting with that, have that somewhere in your chart, and or it's just the influencing shared energy, all right? So this is talking about, your imagination, compassion. It's a very healing, empathetic energy, all right? So you may be drawn towards your more emotional and spiritual self. It can also be somewhat of an escapist or somewhat of an impractical energy. So careful with that. And that goes for you and the person you're dealing with, okay? So let's see what your specific overall energy is. You have the moon again. Holy cow, lots of water energy here, lots of emotional energy. This is the same exact vibe that I just picked up. So I feel like Cancer, you will be very much in your water sign element, I should say, during this time frame, okay? Which makes sense, right? Because we are going into the sign of Cancer. So, and happy birthday to any of you that will be celebrating a birthday. But yes, this is your vibe here, okay? There's no doubt about that. So let's see the person that you're dealing with. They're the Ace of Swords, which talks about victory in this deck. So the person that you're connecting with, Cancer, they're getting some sort of enlightenment or some answers or needing that during this time frame, okay? Because they have this clarity here, this victory energy. So we will see what that is about, okay? So let's go into the recent past. I'm going to pull cards on your recent past, what led up to this moment, then your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel at the core, any blockages, and future energies, all right? So, Cancer, what has led up to this moment? Let's see. All right, you have the Eight of Cups and it's in the reverse, all right? What else? The Two of Swords also came out in the reverse. Holy cow. And then you have here the Eight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like Cancer, some of you may have tried to walk back towards something that you kind of knew was not for your highest good in the past energy. All right. But I feel like for you, it was this essence of, well, I feel like there's something yet that I don't know, or there was kind of uncertainty here, or something that you couldn't quite put together. So it really pulled you back in, so to speak, or made you take a pause and look back, okay? But I think in the process of doing that, Cancer, it ended up putting you even further into your head than you had been in the past. So I think that that was probably not the best choice on your part. And I have no opinion about it, but I feel like that's how you feel. Like, wow, I should not have done that. I should have just let the unknown be the unknown, and that might have been a bit easier for me. But I feel like curiosity here may have pulled you there, or your emotional well-being, like it's like when you try to walk away from a situation and then you feel that pull there, that longing there, and that longing makes you question whether you should have walked away. And so then you turn around, and then when you turn around, you see and remember all of the reasons why you walked away, and then you walk away, so it's kind of like that energy. And that may have been what was going on with you in the past, or in past relationships, or in the past with this person, or leading up to this, okay? So, and this could certainly also be the other person's energy doing that to you. So let's see. Let's see what's in this person's recent past energy. They have the Chariot, so that's your card there. The Eight of Cups, very interesting. You have the Eight of Cups. and the Four of Cups. So you both had the Eight of Cups. Theirs is in the upright. Yours is in the reverse. This is in the past energy. Okay. So very interesting. So I feel like this person, Cancer, made some sort of progression away from the connection. Okay. That could have been emotionally distancing themselves or simply straight up walking away from the connection. But it's just a sense of like, well, I'm done. I'm going forward. I'm moving forward. That's it. Or just there was a lot of forward momentum in whatever this person's choice was, whether that was towards the connection or away from the connection. All right. And the way that they did that was to emotionally detach. Okay. To kind of put their focus elsewhere. It's not the healthiest energy, the way that this person went about it, because it's like they walk away from things that don't serve them or this connection. But then they look back on it and they think about it. So I do feel this person is still somewhat focused on the process of walking away, whether they're meaning to do that or not. That is where their focus is being placed. So they're having a hard time finding the good and the joy in their life just yet, or at least in the recent past, because they are still focused on whatever this was, this Eight of Cups energy was on both of your sides, this separation for some of you, or movement away. So let's see what your perception is, Cancer, of this person. Three of Cups. In the reverse, what is your perception of this connection? Now, keep in mind, perception is the eye of the beholder, so it's not always the truth, but it's your truth. Okay, it's how you see it, and then we'll go into how you feel here in a minute. So you have the Three of Cups in the reverse, and how you see the connection, the Queen of Swords in the upright, and then the Four of Cups. So here's another repeating card. This is the Four of Cups. This person had the Four of Cups in the recent past, all right? So, there's that longing energy I talked about, that look back period, okay? And I felt it on your side, but it could be this person's side as well, because I actually see both doing that to some degree or another here. But Cancer, I feel like when you think about the connection, or your perception of it as it stands now, is that there's not commonalities here, or not enough commonalities here to pull things together. All right, I feel like you view this person as someone who does things to make a point. Does things to make a point. All right. And there's detachment here. There's detachment, okay, whether that's on your side or their side, but I see it as mostly them detaching, kind of turning cold. There not being really any emotion or reconciliation energy here for some of you, but that could also be your energy. But it's like your perception is that, someone's very, very focused here on what they don't have versus what they have. That's very obvious to me. It's like, yeah, okay, I have a lot to be grateful for. I have this in my life, but I don't have this. And by focusing on the don't have, they are bringing in more of what they don't want, and or you are, at least in the current energy. So let's see what this person's perception is, Cancer, of the connection. All right, so they have the Empress and Justice here. And then the Four of Wands and the King of Wands here. So when this person thinks about the connection or their perception of it, it's like that's something that they felt that they were either waited a while for, or were waiting for things to come to fruition to get some sort of justice here. But there is like this very fixed nature. This person does not want to explain themselves, I feel, Cancer, and or they feel that you are closed off somewhat to that. Okay, so that's and or. But I feel like this person views this connection as something that they felt very strongly about or feel very strongly about, okay? This person is trying to be, I guess, nurturing, or they felt some sort of nurturing energy within the connection, okay? They, I do get stubbornness here, okay, in the way that they view the connection. It's almost like, this person may be the one that likes to be in control, or they may view you that, if you're a masculine Cancer, they may view you that way. And or it's their energy. But it's like the sense of like confidently holding on and waiting for some sort of balance or justice to come to the situation. There's a lot of waiting energy here. In this person's perception. They could feel that this person may appreciate the fact, Cancer, that you have been patient with them, and or they may be trying to be patient with themselves or with you, and they want appreciation for that. Something to do with that. It's an interesting message. All right, so that was perception, and now we're going to go deeper. We're going to go into genuine feelings, the intention, what's at the core. All right, so what's at the core for Cancer? What does Cancer genuinely feel underneath all of this? The Magician in the reverse. The Hanged Man, the Two of Wands, and the Death card in the reverse. So, Cancer, you don't want things to change. That's why you're having a hard time walking away. And I know a lot of you may be like, no, I'm ready. I'm ready for change. I'm ready. But this shows me when it shows up as your core vibration. So, at the core, what are you asking for? What are you wanting? You don't want change, okay? You really don't. You're not ready for things to end, for things to stop playing out or stop manifesting. I think that you want things to stay as is, just stay as is, and move forward together, okay? Because to me, the Two of Wands is both people on the same path going in the same direction, and that's what you're holding out for. That's what you're wanting in a partner. Some of you, this person may be able to give you that. For others of you, this person can't give you that. But if this is truly what you want, you hold that intention, you will pull that in another person, okay? But this has to be released, Cancer. This fear of change, or fear of things not coming to fruition, or this not wanting things to transform, okay? So I feel like you're sending out two very different messages with what your heart desires, and one, it's like, yeah, you're going to have to get on the same page here, okay? So let's see what this person's, what their genuine feelings and desires are towards the connection. Five of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the World card. So, yes, Cancer, this person, underneath the surface, this is their genuine emotion here. So this person is conflicted, okay? And I felt that earlier, like being very confident, making major moves forward, and then looking back on the past, okay? So I feel like this person, they genuinely want, I guess, something to fight for, okay? Like this person is looking for more creative control in their life, and they certainly want to be successful, okay? So this person genuinely is wanting to feel like they're on top of their game, that they're successful, that they have the ability to create, and at the same time, they genuinely want to win. So it's really interesting the way that this person is showing up, Cancer. So it's like they this may be a personality that likes to come out on top, you know, that's what they view life as competition, or they may view life as conflict, but they like that conflict because they feel that it puts them in the driver's seat, or it gives them some sort of creative control. It may even inspire them. You know, and everybody gets inspired by different things. I hold no judgment on you or the person you're dealing with. But this person uses conflict, so to speak, or competition as a way to fuel their desires. All right. So if you seem maybe detached or unattainable, this person may view that as an opportunity to compete. Or this person may seek out partners that they feel that they need, that challenge them, that maybe they like a challenge, you know. If you don't challenge this person, they may have lost interest, and or the opposite if you do challenge them. Interesting. So let's see what the blockages are here then for you, Cancer. What are the blockages? Potential blockages. Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is lacking the desire, lacking the energy, lacking the passion, okay, on your side. Again, I feel like you're in a very emotional energy versus passionate, but you certainly could fuel passion with emotions. But I feel that is a block over here. This person's block is all this emotional stuff, you know. This person may like totally ignore their deepest, darkest emotions. Like their response to painful things, maybe to push away, to detach, but then they end up still somewhat focused on what they don't want versus what they want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this person may have a history, or at least during July, get in their way by like trying to ignore, trying to suppress, trying to move away. But then it's still there at the end of the day. It's still pulling them down, because even though they may take the action of pushing away or emotionally distancing, they're still focused on what's wrong versus what's right. And so they, you know, the longer that they do that, the faster the pull gets. I call it the black hole, into the black hole, you know what I'm saying? So that could be a blockage on their side, and or they could be viewing you that way, and it serves as a blockage in the relationship. So So let's go to the most likely future outcome. Cancer, the most likely future outcome. And keep in mind, wow, we had a lot of cards come out. All the future outcomes can be changed with free will. You are in charge of your life. Okay, I'm just telling you what it looks like at this moment. So you have the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Coins, the Page of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the upright, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Whoa, that took a turn. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, victory will be yours. Now, what's interesting is this person had the Ace of Swords in their overall energy, this clarity, this victory, right? And then you have it in your future outcome, same meaning, different deck, Ace of Swords. So I feel like Cancer, you are not going to battle for this, all right? Or I feel like the advice is not to push against the grain, not to push this situation, this person, not to battle for it, to kind of turn your eye towards things that make you feel more worth, that make you feel more grounded and more practical. If you've been feeling this urge to like spy, or maybe not be on the up and up, you know, to be immature, to bite back, or, you know, meet anger with anger, or frustration with frustration, or whatever this is, I think you're going to ignore that urge, which is a good idea, and the advice, to ignore that tug and stay focused on things that make you feel grounded and that seem practical to you. And then as you do that, Cancer, in July, here comes some information, communication, without you even trying, without you even pushing it, without you needing to do anything other than simply find joy in every day of your life and keep your focus on your joy, even though that may be difficult to do. And I understand that we're emotional beings, but this is saying once you kind of just give up, that sounds crazy. I'm not really saying give up, but let go, so to speak, and center your focus there, then this comes in with ease. This is new communication. This is clarity. This is victory. And where is it coming from? The past. Someone you have past history with, a person from the past, and or you're getting answers about the past that you didn't have. Okay, some sort of clarity here that you didn't have. Woo! I like that turn of events. Cancer, that's great. So let's see the person you're dealing with, what their future energy is. They have the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles. All right, so Cancer, this person is gaining a higher understanding, okay? I felt like a very cold energy on this person's side during this time frame. Excuse me. But this is somewhat softening up with the Knight of Cups and gaining a higher understanding. This person is looking to have comfort in their life, and they'll be emotionally available to things that provide them comfort, okay? So I feel like this person is somewhat satisfied, all right, going into July with the way that things are, or finding satisfaction in the way that things are. You know, trying to be present in the present moment, like I said, you are doing, okay? This person is trying to be more open and available to love, and they are connecting with their higher self, you know, and gaining some insights that I feel were missing in the past, and that feels like a victory to this person to gain some sort of higher understanding here. So, Cancer, you had 2 additional cards fly out over here, so I wanted to see. The 4 of Wands, the Tower. So, I feel like, yeah, expect the unexpected, but in a good way. In a good way, okay, Cancer? Because I feel like as long as you set your intentions, as I said earlier, then this is what's being pulled in for you. But you have free will, so it's up to you. You want to go about things the same old, or try something new. All right, but I feel like there's a change here. There's definitely a major change coming, and it's in regards to either a relationship or family or home situation. And, you know, I guess be prepared for that change best that you can, okay? It's okay to get in tune with your emotions during July, but do not be drowned by your emotions, because that is a probability with all of this very watery energy over here. So I think that there's a really intense message here about staying practical and focused on joy. Find your happy. Okay. So, zodiac signs you could be dealing with, Cancer, and keep in mind it's a general reading, so if it resonated, it resonated. Don't really worry too much about the zodiac signs, but you guys like it when I name them off. So the ones that stick out to me is Pisces, Scorpio, could be dealing with another Cancer, Scorpio again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Cancer again. So those are the predominant zodiac signs I have, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign. Thank you for joining me. If it resonated, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram, also linked down below for more fun info. And don't forget to check out my merchandise in the shop underneath this video. Wishing you the best. Till next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.